You scared my fucking daughter! You scared my motherfucking daughter! Oh, you scared my daughter! Hey! Oh, you did with a hammer! You with a fucking hammer!
Hey guys, back with another video, but before I start, make sure you smash that like button. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you do so, making sure that that notification bell is on with the option all, so when I upload these videos, you are the first one to watch. Also, make sure to leave a comment on this video. So getting directly into it, just less than an hour ago, queenopp got into a physical, violent altercation with Dani, and she recorded it on IG. It sounded like in that physical fight that she recorded in front of Summer, she was hit in the face with a hammer. And she shows, and I'm glad she only showed a quick clip of it because her IG page could have got clipped. And I think she was worrying about that too. I'm quite sure as I talk, you guys can see that she was worried about her channel. But they got into a physical altercation, and Dani yet again took a hammer and hit her in the face with it. And it's to the point I don't feel bad for queenopp. So I'm not up here trying to, Dani's dead wrong. I don't know who put hands on who first. All I know is that I think that queenopp, just to be on the safe side, probably recorded it, so in case Dani tried to call the police on her, this is the only thing I can think of, she would have proof of what happened. You could clearly hear there was a tussle, an altercation, and you can also hear queenopp, I guess. I think it's almost like she flipped out from what I could hear, because she did it in front of her daughter, and I think that made her lose all her faculties. I can understand that. But you put yourself in this situation, and you're going to have to get yourself out. That's how I look at it. So I don't feel bad for queenopp. She should be in a shelter like she said she was going to be in a shelter. And she's not in that shelter because queenopp is a freeloader. She likes to live off of people. I know people like that in real life. They're freeloaders, and they're not going to probably ever in life learn. People that I'm talking about in particular, I can name on one hand, they're pushing like elder age, and they just can't figure out why their life is not going well. And one reason is because you don't heal, you move on to more toxic relationships or things that you think are greener on the other side, and it just gets worse. And it's really sad. I feel bad for Summer because it's almost like queenopp is starving for social media attention. She's doing it any means necessary. Tonight, Summer could have been taken out of that house, and who knows if the police could be called later. Who knows if they'll get into an altercation later. But I just want to let you guys know, while I'm even speaking on this, you have to be very careful and mindful of what you put on this channel or on YouTube in general. People are comfortable as content creators putting these dysfunctional people like queenopp and Shamar on their channels, and they're not editing these videos, and they're just slapping them up. It's okay to let a couple of cuss words slip, but there's channels, it's just getting crazy, that are really tuning in on who's getting the views and who's getting the check and seeing these ads. You're putting in work. You're putting in work that's never, ever going to pay off, because either you're not figuring out that your channel's not going to get monetized if you're not even editing these videos and you're allowing them to go through, first and foremost. Or if you are monetized, all your hard efforts of being monetized eventually is going to catch up with you, because when they start doing their random audits, scanning through the whole, YouTube, because it's their company, they're gonna take your channel completely down with no notice. No copyright strikes, no community guideline strikes. They're just going to take the channel down. And okay, you might have 10 backup channels, but these people are not worth you losing your channel. Dysfunctional. Something's got to be, we know, wrong with Queen. Look at her up here with this shirt on like this. And I had to, you can't even read half what the IG posts are because she's half naked. I know Dani's got to be tired of it. I'm not trying to say Dani's a saint, but this girl is a straight mess, and I think she's tripping out because she's not getting it. Girl, all the little, faculties that you got left, you know what I'm saying? You need to do something with it. And go handle your business and be a mother to your child. You got to be a woman and woman up and go to a shelter. Take your freeloading behind to a shelter. Stop always trying to get by on your looks. This is too much. It's getting too much. I don't know who's worse, her or Shamar. They're both. And I know she's got to feel like a piece of ish that somebody's even comparing her to Shamar. You might be pretty on the outside, but inside you are internally messed up as bad as Shamar. And it's really sad. It's sick and it's sad, but this is her karma. I don't feel bad for her at all. She should have stayed off of social media. She's gonna definitely embarrass herself because if she's not consistent, which she's not gonna be consistent, she's not a money getter unless it's like street work. She's not someone that's gonna do anything legit. She wants to, like she did Shell, eat off the efforts of somebody else's pain and suffering. And it's not gonna work what she's trying to do. And if she's not consistent with social media, that YouTube check she dreams to have is never gonna happen. You can't just think because you so-called named yourself queenopp that whenever you want to get on some get right, that people are gonna be open and willing to tune into whatever your BS is that you're trying to sell. It's just really sad, and it's really sickening, that she's up here fighting and letting us know just how toxic that environment is for Summer. It's just sick. And I have no respect for the dude that she laid with, Juju. Why are you laying up having more kids from this idiot? And then he's just leaving that poor baby in that environment because he just got a free ticket, a free ride to be a father, because you up here with Dani trying to play house in a toxic environment, and your child is the one that ultimately suffers. It's really sad. Kids are like sponges, so everything that they're seeing, it's gonna play itself out. And I hope that Summer has sense enough to know this ain't where it's at, because she's learning at a very young age, seeing it with her own two eyes. She might not understand it quite yet, but she'll put it together eventually as she gets older. If she's going through this as a toddler, can you imagine when she's 3 or 4 or 5 or older, like Pop? We'll be hearing her in the background if queenopp's even around still, cussing and carrying on like she had her son doing. It's just sad. But I hope everything's okay over there. I don't want to see anybody unalived or in jail. But the way they was going at it, I don't know. I just hope that she goes in one room and maybe Dani goes in another, or maybe Dani leaves for the night and stay at her family's house or something, because I think that if they keep going at each other, somebody's going to end up getting hurt.